When we're talking about summer cooking, we always need a pasta. And in our culture, we're always used to eating heavy pastas with lots of sauce. But in Italy, they like to eat fresh, light pasta with fresh ingredients, very light. So that's exactly what I want to do today. This is my go-to pasta. I always love making this when I'm cooking for other people. And I want to cook this with you today because we're using some very fresh and simple ingredients. And I really love how this comes together. So let's do it. We have a couple garlic cloves that we're just going to slice up really thin. I like to cut the garlic nice and big for this pasta, so we don't want to chop it up too fine. We're just looking for some nice slices. Perfect. So the big flavor in this pasta is going to be the Thai chilies. Now these are very spicy, so depending on how you like that, be careful. So we're going to start with one chili pepper here. Once again, we're just going to slice this up. I like it really hot, so I'm actually going to push the limits here, even go in with another chili pepper. Because when we cook this with the garlic, we're going to sweat out those natural oils, and the garlic's going to get nice and roasted, caramelized, and sweet, and that's going to work really well with the spice of the Thai chilies. I have some water boiling here. I added some salt to the water, and this is a fresh tagliatelle pasta. I love this pasta. It's like fettuccine, but it's a little more thin. And it's perfect. And since this is a fresh style pasta, it doesn't take that long. This is only going to be a few minutes, so we want to keep an eye on that. Over here, I have a pan heating up on about medium heat, and we're going to go in right away with some olive oil. I'm going to start with lots of olive oil. Garlic. Excellent. And the chilies right away in with the garlic. We're going to sweat this out. We're going to cook this out. So we want to cook this on medium heat. And we want to cook this for quite a while. We want that garlic to get kind of nice and roasted. We want the chilies to fry, release all those flavors, and we're going to let that go for a little while now. So this is fantastic. You see that garlic starting to turn brown on the edges there. We're going to go into some salt. Keep pulling out those flavors. This is awesome. So this might seem like a lot of garlic, but we want to keep this on kind of low to medium heat, and we want to let this go for a while. And what we're looking for is that garlic to turn golden brown completely. And that's going to transform that kind of strong, pungent garlic flavor into a sweet, kind of almost caramel flavor. And that's going to go very well with the spice. So we want to let this go for a while. We're looking for that delicate flavor, that long process. We're coming in now with our cherry tomatoes, and like I said, the Italian style is fresh and light, so the ingredients really matter here. You'll want to find fresh, really high quality tomatoes. These are sweet. It's really going to add a lot of flavor to this dish. You just want to cut these kind of in quarters, and that's perfect. So when the pasta comes out, I like to just throw a little bit of olive oil on there right away. Keep that from sticking. It's gonna be perfect for later. Look at this. This is beautiful. We see that garlic's turning golden brown all the way through. And when that happens, we want to turn up the heat just a little bit. And we're gonna throw in these tomatoes right away. Oh yeah. So we want to cook the tomatoes with the garlic, with the chilies. We want to roast the tomatoes a little bit. So we're gonna let that simmer for just a couple minutes. We have the tomatoes in there. We see a lot of the water and liquid has evaporated. That's perfect because what that means is there's a lot of concentration, a lot of flavor going on there. And at that point, we want to deglaze with the white wine. And what that means is we're going to add some white wine. We're going to turn up the heat. And when we add the white wine, it's going to go in there. It's going to pick up all those flavors, all that garlic that's stuck to the bottom of the pan. And it's going to continue the process of building and concentrating these flavors. There we go. You can be generous with this. This is Italian style. So now we're ready to finish off this pasta. We're going to turn this down to low. This is amazing. There's so many nice flavors going on in there. We're going to add the pasta. Excellent. We're going to finish this pasta off with some fresh herbs. So over here we have some chives. We want to put a lot of fresh herbs. Here we have some fresh parsley as well, and we're just going to cut this up very rustic styles. Don't be afraid to get some stems in there as well. The stems always have lots of flavor. And here we have some fresh basil. just gonna add this right in with the pasta, all of this. It's a lot of herbs. Just to loosen up this pasta, I'm gonna add a little bit of butter at the end here that's gonna melt in. Like I always say, really nice cuisines always have some form of acidity. So in this case, we're using lemon. In Italian cuisine, you'll often find lemon. So we're going in with some lemon zest. This is gonna pair very well with that spice, those tomatoes, all those fresh herbs as well. It's gonna be beautiful. Excellent. Oh, this is looking amazing. This is great. These smells coming out of here are just unbelievable. You have that lemon now in there. You can really smell that coming out. And just all that garlic, these fresh herbs. This is a fresh pasta. All right, let's plate this up here. This pasta is looking fantastic. So we have all those nice concentrated roasted tomatoes there. Want to make sure we're getting everything out of that pan. All the flavors here. Perfect. We'll finish this off with some fresh herbs. And I also want to come in with some Parmesan as well at the very end. The saltiness from this fresh Parmesan is really going to bring everything together and finish off this pasta. Just the way it smells already, you can tell. Very light and fresh, but there's so many complex flavors in there. The sweetness of the garlic, the spice is very well tempered by the lemon, the tomatoes, the saltiness from the Parmesan. Every ingredient serves a purpose, and that's what makes this Italian style pasta so simple, so light, and just amazing, especially in the summer.